Oh, yeah. All right, starting our morning off real good. Just dropped the wife off and the kid off at work and school. Got the munchkins in the car and we're heading home. We gotta get to work.
You're watching Red Panda. I mean, you should do it like this, Daddy.
What? That's not how you're supposed to eat it. You're supposed to eat it like a sandwich. Okay, first thing I want to say, I don't always make my kids breakfast. I made one for my wife before she went to work, and my kids wanted one, so I told them I'd make them one once we got home. I'm not the world's best dad, not even close, but I'm a pretty dang good dad. So right now we are going to get the CNC fired up, baby. I'm ready to go on this thing. I am so excited to just work with this. We're gonna make some jack-o'-lanterns, and I kind of want to YouTube it, but I kind of don't, because then I have to film this and I have to film for YouTube. Screw it, let's do both. Oh yeah, Odin snuck in here last night, got into my garbage all over. He's like took out piece by piece to the backyard. So now there's just a bunch of garbage in my backyard. It's great. I think iced coffee might be a bad choice this morning. I'm cold. Dropped down to like low 40s last night, and right now it's just coming up to about 50 degrees in the shop. So it's cold. But the cold excites me. I really do enjoy chilly mornings, chilly nights. I love warm days. Fall is one of my favorite times of the year. What's your favorite time of the year? Comment down below. So the other thing I really need to do today is switch out a 220 breaker. I think it's 220 at least. It's one of these big guys right here. It keeps tripping. It's for our dryer. And I talked to one of my buddies on Instagram who's a professional electrician. Basically, we narrowed it down to that it's the breaker that's bad, because we haven't changed the dryer, we haven't changed any wiring or anything, and it's been running perfectly fine up until Saturday. I need to do a new breaker. I've never done one, and I'm terrified. Gotta learn somehow, I guess. All right, this is sweet. I don't remember if you guys remember, but I made this sign, and I did it on just a piece of plywood, and I carved it out, and then I painted it, and I wanted to see how hard it was to like sand away, and if the paint got all the way into the, and anyways, it freaking worked. It looks awesome. Check this out. Now, obviously with plywood, you have this problem, but this side looks sick. I'm just gonna do it out of some maple, and then I think I'm gonna try painter's tape again. I really need Oramask, I think is what it's called. Orafilm or something like that. I mean, this was just with a V-bit, and it did really, really well. But I know if I had a different bit, it would come out just a little bit better. Woo! Oh, we had a little incident on the CNC. Luckily, I was there. I was watching it. Oh, sorry. It's homing right now. Luckily, I was watching it like you're supposed to be doing to make sure everything was going to come out okay. So what happened was the CNC, basically this cedar is warped. Obviously, it's just a picket fence, so it's not perfect. I put tabs in all of these, which is great, but it just cut through this one a little too far, and it eventually ended up pulling it out and then catching on the CNC, and then basically just like coming up and jamming up in here and stuff. Luckily I was watching, so I just hit my E-stop before I broke my bit, and yeah, everything's fine. I think what I'm gonna do from now on is use some X-Fasten tape underneath, just to be sure. Make sure when you're doing your projects, you're watching your CNC. It's pretty easy just to wander off and go do whatever because it's a magic tool or whatever, but especially when you're doing new projects that you've never done before, or the wood is tricky, watch your CNC, because last thing you need is a broken CNC or, I don't know, fire. I don't know what can happen, but I don't want to find out. Man, totally got caught up in CNC work and forgot about my little girl's school. She starts school in 5 minutes. We're gonna be a little late. Okay, you ready for school? Mm-hmm. Let's go. All right, just me and this minion now. Hey, we gotta go to Ace.
Ace?
Ace, you want to go to Ace?
Yeah.
Let's go. Say, let's go.
Go.
Pull, buddy. It's a pull. It's a pull.
Oh.
Another pull. Another pull. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what we need. This is gonna be fun. Okay, this is the closest to the picture that I have. I guess we'll try this. Man, working with non-flat material, super annoying on the CNC. Most picket fences, they all have a little bit of curve to them. And I thought I measured right the first time, but I guess I didn't because it kept cutting through, and then it also did this. Then I measured my depth off of this corner, but it curves up, and so it just and then obviously this is Jax, and then this is obviously going to be taller off the CNC, and so it doesn't matter if it's measured, if the piece of wood is measured correctly, the bit was just going to go all the way through it because it was measured off a lower point. So I fixed that, I thought. Actually, it still blew it out over here and it still went too deep, but then I realized the design is off and everything, so now I've got to recalibrate everything. And I could fix it by cutting each piece to the same length, no problem, but I really like the rough edges on this. I think it just adds to it because you're gonna have a rough front, a rough inside, a rough top, like everything's gonna be rough. And then you have smooth cut edges. I'm not a fan of that. So I gotta figure this out. Realized you need to have your face at least a ½ an inch from the edge. Because if you nail these together how I wanna do it, you're gonna be cutting off parts. So that's really good to know. But these things are gonna be so cool. But I think what I need to do is adjust my tabs so that they're a little bit taller. Okay, that came out much better. I already broke all the tabs and stuff. Came out much cleaner. The tabs actually worked. Let's redo this design. Oh my gosh, I gotta go pick my daughter up from school. And we're back. We're gonna load up the CNC. Keep going on this. All right, these things are looking pretty awesome. I'm debating whether or not to put a lid on it. It's gonna need a bottom, of course, but I don't know if a lid would just make it, I think, complete. But if people are gonna be putting candles or something in there, might not need it. So I've basically just been playing with the CNC for the rest of the day. I got these things done and I just gotta figure out a way to attach them all together and stuff. So that'll be for probably in a couple of days. Tomorrow, I have to do some turning. I have some things I need to get out. As much as I wanna play with the CNC, it's not making me any money right now. And these projects will make me money. So that's it for me. I gotta go to work. Be good, be safe, be happy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.